Escape this hellish prison. A group of young people climbed over the 100-meter-high wall, finally escaped narrowly. But the outside world wasn't as good as they imagined. The dirt smelled pungently of blood. Even the rain from the sky was blood red. It turned out a nuclear war broke out in the future world, causing Earth's ecosystem to lose balance. All surviving humans were confined in a huge walled area, driven by their desire for freedom. These young people took the risk to escape. After the rain stopped, they set off on an unknown journey. Unexpectedly, prison guards suddenly drove up. Luckily, John reacted quickly. He fired to cover them, while telling his teammates to evacuate from the other side. The guard in the passenger seat was shot dead just as he was about to fight back. John took the chance to catch up with his teammates. The driver didn't care about anything else, stepped on the gas and continued the chase. Since there was no cover here, everyone had to run forward desperately. At the critical moment, a barrier suddenly appeared ahead. They dove in without hesitation. They saw a group of fully armed soldiers. Before they could react, a protective shield suddenly appeared above their heads. Then they were taken by a spaceship to the Gene Administration. Here they finally learned the truth. The world hadn't been completely destroyed, but the nuclear war had caused human gene defects. To ensure the continuation of human civilization, they built a huge wall in the desert and confined some survivors inside. The purpose was to cultivate people with the purest genes. For hundreds of years, only Lisa had the purest genes. The director met Lisa in person. On the surface, he wanted to extract her genes to save humanity. In reality, he was plotting a conspiracy, but Lisa believed him without doubt. However, the director's intentions were completely exposed soon after. One day, John went on a mission outside with the soldiers. They were originally going to wipe out a gang of thugs harassing civilians, but John was horrified to discover there were no so-called thugs at all. The soldiers forcibly took their children despite the civilians' resistance. Only then did John realize they weren't saving people at all, but were planning to use these children as test subjects.